It's Monday. It's morning.
And let me be the first to wish you, Darcy, and our listeners a happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you so much, Scones. Happy Father's Day to all our father listeners or listeners who have fathers.
Probably everyone.
Most people. We don't know. We don't know how many people out there are just like reanimated, ancient
Golems?
Egyptian golems or spooky ghosts. Hashtag no daddy ghosts.
Get that one circulated.
Yeah, we really got to cover our
no
bases here. But I want to thank the fathers out there as a father.
Hey-o.
Hey-o, look out.
He means business. Baby. Everyone listen up.
I want to say happy Father's Day.
Ooh, it had a little jingle to it.
Yeah, dads have jingles.
Ooh.
You'll learn about
Maybe
it.
someday.
I'm wearing one of the gifts I received this morning. It's a shirt that says, "I keep all my dad jokes in a database." Hey,
that's
baby.
Beautiful. That's art.
So if you didn't just crash your car from laughing, then you're not living.
If that's not the equivalent of the Vatican to you, then get out.
Yeah, if I'm not your new god.
Listen, it's been all about the grads, and then I took every grad I cared about close to me, and I kicked him out. Said, I don't see you.
Has
it's all
been
about dads.
Kicking grads out of his house more than freaking the admittance department. What's it called?
The registrar.
Sure.
Either way, yeah, you'd be surprised how many grads can squeeze into the nooks and crannies of your house. I almost had to call someone.
Yeah, you gotta get a Terminator.
I had to grad bomb this place.
It's a giant tent, and they all think it's a graduation tent.
It's a bunch of people.
It is not.
A bunch of people like with student loans and resumes come flying out, running away.
As soon as you turn the lights on, they'll scatter. Hey, everybody! Welcome to Monday Morning with Cup. This is the show where me and Scones, I'm Darcy, that's Scones, we discuss spooky, creepy, spooky stuff, and each week one of us brings the other one something that is spooky, creepy, spooky. And this week I'm off the hook because I'm a daddy, baby. And Scones is on the hook because he is childless.
Yep, I can't have kids. Or I might be able to. I've never tried.
Scones, baby. Oh, speaking of, I read a couple of funny Ryan Reynolds tweets about fatherhood, and I had a good chuckle.
He just gets it. He
just gets it. He's so down to earth, but he's such a superstar.
I want to be them. Like he's funny, and they jab at each other, him and Blake, but you can tell there's love there.
Oh my God, you can tell it's just all fun and games at the end of the day, and they snuggle in bed and go, "I love you so much, Blake."
And they go, "Wow, we are beautiful people."
They go, "Man, oh man, our kid is lucky, baby." Anyway, that's enough of who are we talking about?
So I just got back, Darcy. I was on a trip. I was up in
Scones went to Vietnam. I was
up in Stephen King country, way up in the woods of Maine.
Ooh,
looking for our next subject. Really deeping in, getting my hands dirty, true journalist.
Yeah.
Bringing it to the people.
Exactly.
Could not find anything. So I came back and we got an article from All That's Interesting.
I love it. I live, laugh, love it. What's the article titled, Scony? Tell us and the
Today, listeners, we're going to be talking about the mystery of Nicholas Barclay.
Nicholas Barclay. Nicky B?
Nicky B on the mic.
I don't know who this is. I've never heard of this. Why don't you inform me, you dumb bitch?
Well, first I'm going to let those dumb bees, the band. Yeah, the dumb bees, the band.
Hey, Dumbies, play us some of that sweet, sweet new national anthem that our change.org petition is up to make our theme song, the new national anthem.
I think it's unanimous.
And I think we've gotten 100% of the vote. Baby, first time in history. Every American voted. So why don't you play us in, band?
Band?
Yeah, band.
Band?
Do it, band. Okay, band. Bye, band.
Alrighty, so we got an article on All That's Interesting. Classic by Katie Serena.
Ooh, Katie Serena, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, Serena Barcelona.
You know her?
Yeah. I went to CCD with her.
Wow. I wonder if anyone out there knows what CCD is.
If you guys, I'm sure some listeners went to CCD and they'll comment on the post and go, hey, I went to CCD. And
what did CCD stand for?
It stands for Corn Chips David. It's like David and Goliath, but instead of slingshots, he used corn chips like Tostitos. CCD actually stands for Catholic Kids.
Yep.
Damn. And the kids is a C to go along with the Catholic.
Yeah, to
and
fit.
the damn is like a play on like damnation.
Side note before we get into it.
Let's just go until we figure it out.
Before we get into it, have you ever smelled in between your dog's toes?
I've actually I have. It smells like the earth.
All the dogs I've been around, they smell like corn chips.
Oh.
Like Fritos.
When we do it with my dog, it's usually after a walk, and my wife my wife will take my daughter's toes and my dog's toes and stick them in her face and
I like
give
the one
them,
you
give
said,
them a good whiff.
the earth. It smells like
and
the
she
earth.
was like, it smells like grass and earth and stuff.
It smells like the old ones in the ground.
Yeah, it smells like old gods. No, I did not know it smelled like corn chips.
All right, so right in, we're going to set up a poll. Your dog's toes either smell like Frito-Lays or the old gods.
Or the old gods. Which one is it? Yogg-Saron or Frito-Lays?
The tale as old as time. Yankees, Red Sox. All right. Nicholas Barclay went missing in 1994 and turned up 3 years later.
In 1997, mathematician, by the way.
But after being reunited with his family, not all was as it seemed.
Uh-oh.
So we got a little Charles Bruce Anderson flavor coming, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, did he have a mustache? Is that what changed?
I wish.
Did he get puberty?
Yeah.
I wish it was a mustache.
It was the same kid, but with Groucho glasses.
Groucho.
Nicholas Barclay was a 13-year-old boy from Texas who went missing in 1994 after a basketball game with his friends in the neighborhood park. Frederick Borden was a 23-year-old man from France who had grown up in a home without love or affection and had taken to a life of crime to keep himself afloat. The two were from vastly different worlds. Their lives would soon become dangerously intertwined.
When they kissed on a pasta string.
When they Lady and tramped each other. Yeah.
When they tramped each other at a restaurant in Philly.
They would become dangerously intertwined and result in a mystery that had lasted almost 25 years.
Uh-oh.
That's like almost like, it's a quarter of a century, my man.
Dude, that's like almost 26 years, dude.
that's getting
Holy
close.
Holy shit.
That is getting
dangerously
close to 27
I'm sweating.
years. Yikes.
Oh my God. And that's when if you're over 27, just get out of town, you know?
Yep, I have a few months left.
Baby, 27 or bust. That's what I say.
When Nicholas Barclay first went missing, his family did not immediately raise the alarm. Nicholas was a troubled kid and had a court hearing scheduled for the day after his disappearance, though determined if he would be sent to a home for juvenile delinquents.
Damn.
So he was a badass. His family simply assumed he had run away to avoid the consequences of the hearing.
That makes sense. That adds up.
It does. I would see a lot of people jumping to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got some bubbly guts coming up. Hold on.
Ooh, bubble those guts, baby.
Oh, every Father's Day.
Oh.
All right. Soon, however.
Holy moly.
I didn't mean any kind of implication there.
Hachi-chachi.
Yikes. Scratch that one from the record.
That one will be raised in volume and played twice.
Will be sent to my employers and anyone important in my life.
If you ever need a reference, call up Scones. He will get bubbly guts.
You will get this recording. Soon, however, it became clear that he was missing. He had only been carrying $5 and as far as anyone knew, hadn't packed any clothing.
That's 1 foot long.
Amen.
Amen. Where my boy is at?
Do they still have $5 footlongs?
I don't know if that left with Jared, to be honest. I don't know.
They were like the same reason Jared did that. They're like, it has to be linked.
We got to napalm this whole fucking thing. We're going to change our name from Subway. Now we're going to be fucking fresh lettuce in your mouths.
Now they only have like professional athletes.
Yeah. Now it's like, hi, I'm Vince Wilfork. I'm a big. Eat this sandwich.
I eat lots of sandwiches.
I hate it when it's always the Celtics players, and their acting is fucking garbage.
I love it. Hi, I'm Jason Tatum.
Yeah, exactly. Jason Tatum and fucking, what's his name?
And my family loves sandwiches.
Not Al Horford. Who's the other guy?
Subway. I don't know.
It's two of them. It's Jason Tatum and
Jaylen Brown?
No. He's like,
are you thinking of Gordon Hayward who's gone?
No. I'm thinking of like the center. I think he's a center.
Don't even know who you're talking about.
Maybe it is Al Horford. No, was Al Horford a center?
He was, and he is back on the Celtics now.
So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But maybe it's not. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're getting off topic. Anyway, some French dude.
Nope. So we're talking about the kid. He ran away.
$5.
People are like, nah, he just doesn't want to go to court. But then they're like, wait, he only had $5 and didn't have any changes of clothing. Maybe he's dangerous.
Maybe he's actually
If he had been planning to run away, his family theorized he would likely have taken personal items along with him. And it was, he had left everything behind. Police opened a missing person investigation, but there were virtually no leads on where Nicholas could have gone. As he only had $5 to his name, the likelihood of him having secured a ticket on public transportation was low, as was the possibility of him finding room and board anywhere.
Yep.
It seemed the only explanation was that he'd hitchhiked out of town, and if he had, there was even less hope of finding him. Then, 3 months later, police received a phone call from Jason Barclay.
Jason Tatum.
From Jason Tatum saying,
eat the sandwich.
Subway had an aggressive marketing campaign.
Yeah, they've had some bad marketing moves. They need to fire that guy.
They went full tilt. They said, you think Jared's bad?
We'll show you fucking bad. Jason Tatum's gonna fucking send goddamn car bombs to local government.
I don't even know if that's worse.
I guess you're right, yeah. That's a good point.
So Jason Barclay, Nicholas's uncle, had claimed that he'd seen Nicholas trying to break into their garage, but when police arrived, Jason told them he'd fled. It was the only lead in the case. I keep thinking about Jason Tatum. It was the only lead in the case so far, though. It eventually panned out to be a dead end.
Did you know Jason Tatum is twin brothers with Channing Tatum?
Wow.
Yeah. Channing Tatum and Jason Tatum, same guy.
One of them ages very differently. Wait, so they're the same guy now? I thought
they were twins in the womb, but then they became the same guy.
Imagine like doing Step Up and then Step Up 2 and then
and the Celtics.
Starting your basketball career.
Yeah, I know. Dear John, am I right?
Amen, brother.
Hey, brother.
Hey, you said it best, like father, like son.
Father, like son.
3 years later, just as the Barclay family was beginning to lose hope, they received a miraculous phone call. Nicholas Barclay had been found.
Ooh.
Lost and scared in the middle of a Spanish village.
What?
Immediately, he was flown back to the United States and would be reunited with his family.
Whoa. Is it going to be one of those situations where he shows up and they're like, this is not Nicholas?
Well, Darcy, you're going to have to tune in and find out
after this ad break. Hey, it's me, Channing Jasonman. Want some meat and fresh breads? Come on down to Subway.
And we're back. The family welcomed Nicholas back at once with open arms and an open home. They had kept his room just as he'd left it and had been anxiously waiting his return. They missed him so much that they didn't notice the glaring inconsistencies between the son who had gone missing and the one who had been returned to them.
Oh, this is the creepiest shit ever. I hate this.
We're getting into it, brother.
Oh, baby. I can't wait for when this happens to me in a few years, man.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't ever lose your child. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That sounds good. Yeah, and then someone returns like a shaved puppy and you're like, oh, my child.
It's like, this is a Mrs. Potato Head.
This is a hairless cat.
Well, although I don't know. She has a lot of hair.
I don't know. She really claws at the eyes.
Yeah. And the heartstrings, baby.
That was so wholesome.
I love my daughter. Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Jason Tatum, take it away.
He's a father.
I'm a father. I'm Channing Jaceman, and let me tell you something about salami. You put it on a garlic cheese sauce, and you just have a 14-year-old who really doesn't give a shit about your food and doesn't give you enough of what you want, and then you buy it, baby. Subway. freshman year.
And we're back. Thanks for listening to our second ad break. That one was less introduced than the first one, but got to get that Subway money.
But they actually said if you don't, if you like just drop it in when so the listeners can't like skip ahead because they don't know it's coming, so they like give you more money for it. Oh yeah,
so. That's in the Subway that's in the paperwork.
That's in the contract. Yeah, it's a surprise attack. Almost as surprising as Subway's newest $5 footlong. Take salami, take small animals, put them together. What do you get? You get flavor, baby. Subway, $5 or else.
Threatening at the end there.
Yeah,
the Nicholas
Toast it or don't.
It's always something like some kind of weird joke. It's like, this ranch dressing smooth like my jump shot. Like it's like something stupid like that.
Oh man.
The Nicholas Barclay who would go missing in 1994 was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy of 13 with a violent temper and an unruly attitude problem. He was kick-ass and listened to rock music.
Fucking sick.
He had a Nirvana poster. The Nicholas Barclay, who was found in Spain in 1997,
was French and 25 years old.
Was a dark-haired, brown-eyed boy of 16 who was eerily calm and made those around him uneasy.
Did he speak English? I think this would be a big...
How insanely different is that, though?
Yeah, that's... They just got, like, the Wish version of their son.
Imagine just being like in a foreign country and you're like, oh, I don't really know what's going on here. And then people just pick you up and bring you to another country and you're like, oh, you're our missing son.
Bald Eagle swoops down and pulls you back to the U.S.
I'm like, we're in Hong Kong. I don't think I'm your missing son. Like, nope, you're it.
There are some differences, baby.
Despite the fact that he neither looked nor acted like their son, the Barclay family insisted without a doubt that the boy was their son, Nicholas Barclay.
Nicholas!
The harrowing story of the Barclays' pain and its subsequent Hollywood happy ending made national headlines. A missing boy reunited. Yeah, no, that was in quotes.
I thought we were like
Hollywood
getting to the end. I was like, oh, something good happens.
Yeah, and the movie Free Willy's based off. No, a missing boy reunited with his family after years of abuse. Drew's News Cruise.
Drew's News Cruise?
Listen, if you want to come on a boat and hear all of today's events,
come down to Drew's News Cruise.
With me, Drew.
I find it interesting you took it as CRUISE as opposed to CREWS.
Oh, it's spelled CREWS, but I think it's more fun to go on Drew's News Cruise.
Yeah. Drew's News Cruise, he's like, I got a catamaran and a gumshoe detective. Let's find out where we're going.
It's really seedy.
Yeah.
I got an old catamaran and a 10-week-old Boston Globe.
I got 60-year-old whiskey and a powder keg, baby. We're looking for some goddamn news.
I got an article of the New York Times from 1996.
I got a footlong from the 80s looking for a goddamn scoop.
I think they're going to impeach Clinton. So basically,
this is off the rails.
A missing boy reunited with his family after years of abuse, Drew News Cruise, and reported to the Barclays home day in and day out. It also drew investigators who were determined to find out what had happened to Nicholas Barclay during the 3 years he was missing. So we got some gumshoes showing up. Gumshoes being like, yeah.
Oh, it turns out Nicholas Barclay was actually part of the Subway organization this whole time.
That's what they want you to think, see? According to Nicholas,
Where Gumshoe?
I don't think I was a gumshoe. I think I was like a cartoonish
were a train
mobster.
robber from
yeah. According to Nicholas, he had been kidnapped on his way home from the park when he had been playing basketball with his friends. Then he'd been put on a plane and taken to Europe, where his kidnappers had forced him into a child sex trafficking ring. Yikes.
Big yikes.
Eventually, he said he had escaped and made it to safety when he was discovered by local law enforcement. As for his appearance, he said that the kidnappers had changed his eye color and dyed his hair to conceal his identity.
Whoa. How do you change someone's eye color?
You take some food dye and you just sprinkle it in there.
What, are they going to character creation again and change some sliders around? What do you mean?
Yeah, they clicked on the barber's chair.
They modded it. Is he a Sims character? I don't understand.
After hearing the account of Nicholas...
barber's chair?
After hearing the account of Nicholas Barclay's ordeal, private investigator Charlie Parker became suspicious.
Famous jazz musician Charlie Bird Parker?
The Bird. I can hear like Ken Jennings' voice saying Charlie Parker. Charlie Bird. Or, it's not even Ken Jennings. It's
I was gonna say Ken Jennings, the Jeopardy guy?
No, it's the same guy with the Civil War documentary.
Ken Burns?
Ken Burns. And he has the guy with a really deep voice narrate them, and it's amazing. Anyway. And then like Community did like a pillow fight, like joke episode about that was mocking the Civil War episode. Anyway.
We're like 3 tiers deep now.
It's like Inception here, baby. It's Inception. It gets complicated and nobody fucking gets it.
People are like, I liked it when I got spooked about the kid showing up, and now we're talking about fucking basketball and cruise on the news cruise and Ken Jennings.
The hair and eyes claims were suspicious. Well, like, duh. As it was unlikely that the kidnappers went to such lengths as to alter his eye color or could have been even able to.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, article.
I do need to know if that's possible. It must be.
How? Unless you use fucking contact lenses, but like...
Well, you can tattoo your eyes. So you can put tattoo ink in like darken the whites of your eyes.
Hold up. I thought like the tattooing in your eyes was when you put like a little heart in the like retina, and it's like this little like more like a scar than anything.
Right, and but I don't think it's exactly that. I'm just saying you can alter the appearance of your eyes through ink. So I don't know. Also, right. I could. We'll come to our conclusions at the end. Anyways, the Charlie Parker, our man, was also put off by the differences in personality. Though such traumatic circumstances would possibly result in a more subdued demeanor and the victim withdrawing into themselves, Parker felt it was something more than that. He didn't seem withdrawn. He simply seemed more mature. Older, even. He seemed like he didn't want a potty. He just wanted to invest. No. So he seemed much older than his reported 16 years. To Parker's surprise, he was correct.
Boo!
Nicholas Barclay was not, in fact, 16 as he claimed to be, but 23 years old.
Jesus.
Furthermore,
that's so scary.
He would be revealed that he was not Nicholas Barclay, but a Frenchman named Frederick Bourdin.
So he just was like, you got me, brother.
So who the heck is Frederick Bourdin?
Yeah, who's this guy and what happened to Nicky B?
Frederick Bourdin, also known as the Chameleon by Interpol, was a French criminal and serial imposter who had spent his entire life impersonating missing children and creating false identities and names.
That's terrifying that guy exists. That's so fucking crazy.
He's a fucking Bond villain.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's straight up like, that's the scariest person.
He had been wanted by Interpol for several years and was believed to have masqueraded under no less than 500 false identities.
That's so nuts.
When Bourdin had heard the story of the distraught American family looking for their missing son, he had easily slipped into the persona, having gotten the idea when a Spanish police officer suggested that he bore resemblance to the boy. He was able to keep up the charade for 3.5 months, fooling the Spanish authorities, the FBI, and even the Barclay family.
That's so fucked, dude.
Yep. It's also kind of fucking cool.
It's kind of cool, but at the same time, like, you know how fucking scary it is to like find out like for the last couple months a fucking stranger's been like sleeping in your house and pretending
not just
to be
a stranger,
your son?
A person wanted by Interpol.
That's bananas in pajamas on Father's Day.
Yeah, and when I say it's cool, obviously it's not for anyone involved, but it's definitely a movie plot.
It's definitely a movie plot. That's true. It's also super cool for everyone involved.
Yeah. Honestly,
like you
sounds
say,
kind of rad.
Honestly, dream vacation.
Honestly, I'm kind of bored with my life. How come people aren't just getting impersonated? Soon, though, Charlie Parker, the bird, realized that Bourdin may not have been fooling the entire Barclay family. Jason, Nicholas's uncle, had apparently begun to question Bourdin's authenticity as his nephew. Jesus. As soon as Parker asked to interview him, however, Jason committed suicide, the victim of a drug overdose.
Whoa.
Yeah. It gets the plot is thickening. It is like a nice gravy
Wait. Parker overdosed?
No, the uncle. So then Jason, the uncle's like, I don't think this is him. And Parker's like, oh, can I talk to you about it? And then he's like, yeah, sure. And then he committed suicide before Parker could talk to him. And Charlie Bird, shows up and he's like, fuck, he's dead. And then goes back and plays some sick jazz music and figures out his next move.
Yeah, understood.
Jason Barclay's death raised Parker's suspicion even more and eventually outed Frederick Borden to the family. The authorities arrested Borden and sentenced him to 6 years in prison. Double the recommended time. That's double the recommended time. He was recommended for 3
years?
Yeah.
What?
Interpol's pretty chill, apparently.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Once again,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Because you think about it, he's not just like impersonating someone. Like, technically, he's like stealing whatever they gave him. Like, they fed him. He's doing
so much fucked up shit.
He's like, yeah, pretty gnar. And also, like, ooh, what happened to Jason?
I don't like you that.
Once again, the Barclay family was left without their son, and the weight of which was so much more the second time after they believed he was finally home. Were the Barclays covering up an even greater crime?
Oh, this could be a double whammy?
Borden, however, did not believe that the Barclays' grief was real. While in police custody, he proposed a disturbing theory. Why would the Barclay family accept him into their home so willingly when it was so clear that he was not their son, unless they had something to hide?
Holy shit, this is a movie, dude.
So he's putting the table on the other foot here.
Yeah, he's putting the table on the other foot. That common expression.
Exactly. And so he's like, hey, you think I'm crazy? They're crazy because they believe me for being crazy. And the police are like, wow, that's crazy. Furthermore, Borden would suggest that something they were hiding was murder. That one or all of the Barclay family members had murdered Nicholas and adopted Bourdain, knowing full well he was an imposter just to cover it up.
Wait, but by the time that Barclay entered the situation, it had been 3 years, right?
Barclay or Borden?
The fake kid.
Yeah, so it's Borden, a.k.a. Nicholas, the fake Nicholas Barclay.
Yeah, right, the fake Nicholas. It's been 3 years since his disappearance, so it sounds like they're out of the like
sort of, but that's a great way to get any looking for bodies or clues or private investigators off your back.
Sure. Like, okay. I mean, yeah.
Or if they find a John Doe, it's less likely they could attach it to that.
That's a crazy choice, but okay.
Well, understood. Crazy choices for crazy people.
That's nuts. If that's the reality of the situation, holy frick.
Well, listen to this. Frederick Bourdain wasn't the only guy thinking this thought. Charlie Parker bought into Frederick Bourdain's theories and has been working toward proving them ever since.
What? It's still
He's still playing that jazz, baby.
Wait. So you're telling me that this guy is still impersonating? Or no, he went to prison for 6 years, right?
Yes, but Charlie Parker's like, this don't add up, dude.
Yeah, so there's still an unknown element there.
Yeah, the bird's still flying.
Holy shit.
Didn't Charlie Parker die, like the bird, didn't he die at like 23?
Yeah, I think like jazz musicians back then were just like, hey, you want to just drink alcohol and nothing but alcohol and do some wild and crazy drugs while we like toot on this horn?
Just ripping heroin and playing that horn.
That's the dream, brother. I'm just trying to get enough Patreon members to really support that lifestyle.
Here on Father's Day, we want to let you know our dream is
Scones is going to go missing, but we're going to get a new Scones to come in who sounds nothing like Scones, but trust us,
it's a cover-up. Anyways, using evidence gleaned from initial investigations and others that were opened after Bourdain's imprisonment, Parker has put together a compelling case. He believes that Nicholas Barclay's rage eventually pushed a family member over the edge. Police had been called to the home on more than one occasion, and the family had vocally expressed their displeasure with his attitude. Jason Barclay's death was also seen as an admission to something, as it had come at an unusual time. Though there is no body and there has been no confession, but that of an fuck. I can't read the sentence, dude. So I have the difficulty set too high. No, I shouldn't have done this episode on Legendary. All right.
Yeah, dude.
Though there is no... Yeah, all the skulls on. Though there is no body and there has been no confession but that of a known criminal. Parker remains confident that the Barclays are not blameless in their son's disappearance and is hell-bent on discovering exactly what they had to do with it. So far, he has nothing, but that doesn't mean he won't stop trying. I don't have any confessions. There's no body. Murder is very simple and very basic, Frederick Borden said. I think something happened inside that house, but I just can't prove it.
Ooh. What year was this?
1997 is when he came over from Spain. Borden.
Wow. That's a crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
Scony Baloney with the absolute spooky, creepy, spooky crazy.
Yeah, well, the listeners, they want me to bring it, so I bring it.
So you do what they want. You're a fucking sheep, bro.
I'm trying to find if there's any updates.
Trying to find my daughter.
I'm trying to find my dad. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Happy Father's Day, Dad, if you're out there.
Oh, the charlieproject.org, where you can donate to try and figure out what happened to Nicholas Patrick Barclay.
Damn.
Yeah, they did the age progression, the computerized one. He looks nothing like Bourdain.
I bet. Because turns out he was not that guy. That's crazy. That's so nuts.
All right, yeah, I don't see any updates, any hard evidence, which is not satisfying.
Still, crazy that this isn't a thing that has happened. That's nuts and so fucking creepy. It reminds me of that movie with the adopted girl. You know what I'm talking about? Horror movie.
Orphan Black?
Orphan. Orphan. Just
yes.
Orphan. Yeah, it reminds me of The Orphan. That's a crazy story.
I personally subscribe to the fact that the family's hiding something.
Yeah.
You would have to be so off your rocker to think that was your kid. Although I guess I don't know that level of grief and what it can do to you.
I was going to say, yeah, you could get really fucked up by that kind of grief of like losing your kid like that. So,
yeah. So
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. The message is if you have a loved one,
Father's Day.
If you have a loved one come home and they look nothing like your loved one, they're probably not your loved one.
Yeah. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's not your kid, bro.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn duck.
Like if my kid came home and he was very clearly an 80-year-old man, I'd be like, something's up.
I'd be like, why does my kid look so fucking cute?
Put a little bow in his hair.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to Monday Morning Macabre this week. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. If you guys want extra content, hit up the Patreon. We're trying to get that jazz lifestyle going, so that would every patron's help us towards that goal. And for like $6, you get like hours and hours of nonsense and dolphins kissing. If you want to follow us on our socials, we got Twitter, MMMacabrePod, Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre, and go to MondayMorningMacabre.com to get all of your updates, news, merch, Patreon, all that good stuff. And if a stranger shows up at your house and claims to be your kid, make sure he's not French. That's all I'm saying.
That's the one thing you gotta look for.
That's what you gotta take away from this episode.
Then you call the cops and you say, my kid's French, and they're there in seconds.
They'll be there before you even finish the sentence. And with that, listeners, I hope you have a blessed Father's Day Monday.
Bless up.
Bless up. Papa bless. Goodbye.
Bye.